What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you new, my name is Burke and I create videos on men's fashion, hairstyles, and overall lifestyle hacks. Today, I'm going to show you how I trim my own hair at home to help keep it looking clean in between haircuts. In this video, I'm going to show you what grooming tools that I actually use, what my specific steps are when I trim my own hair, and lastly, the key areas around your head where you should focus your trimming. Before I get into the video, I just want to point out that I myself am not a professional barber, and what I'm going to show you is just stuff that I personally do and still do to this day to kind of help keep my hair looking clean when I'm in between haircuts. This of course takes a ton of practice and just overall confidence to actually do the steps and trim your own hair. So if you're someone that loves to learn and do things on your own, then this video is perfect for you. If not, then no biggie at all. I would just recommend going to a professional for your haircuts. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into these steps. So for what items you'll actually need, you'll need a towel, some hair clippers, some scissors, and a razor. So a little tip for you guys, and this is just from experience, when you're trimming your hair, you're going to have hair all over the place, so I recommend putting a towel over your sink. Next, here are your key areas of focus. You want to make sure you focus on your sideburns and around your ears. Focus on the back of your head and the neck area. Make sure your sideburns are matched up on both sides of your head. And then lastly, you're going to focus on the ends or the very tips of your hair. So for step one, I'm going to take my hair clippers and just go around the edge of my ears. I'm just using the blade itself and not any of the hair comb extensions. So just be super careful because the blade is really sharp and you can cut your ear. But basically what I'll do is I will use my other hand and just start to pull down any long excess hair around my ears, and then I will take the hair clippers and just kind of go around the edge and try to clean up any excess hairs you see around the edges of your ear. You know, just take your time during this process because this is the most time-consuming step, and in my opinion, around the ears are probably the most important part that you should be trimming. So again, just be patient, and the more practice you have, the quicker it'll be in the future. Next, for step two, we are going to focus on our sideburns. This step is up to your preference. For me, I like my sideburns pretty much halfway up my ear, which is about a medium length. Some people like it short, some people like it long, some people like having the sideburns connect to their beard. So again, this is up to your preference, but the tricky part with sideburns is making sure that both sides are even and symmetrical. So I would suggest that you line up one side of your sideburns first, and then once you get that perfectly how you want it, then just start to do the other side and gradually try and get it as symmetrical as possible. Next, for step three, it is to basically work the other side of your head. I kind of already fast forward and trimmed it, but basically you want to just again make sure that both sides are as symmetrical as possible. So you just want to make sure you're going back and forth looking at both sides to see if you need to clean up any smaller details. Next, for step four, you're going to focus on the back of your head and around your neck area. So this is by far the toughest step out of the 5 that I'm going to show you. Basically, I would highly recommend that you use 2 mirrors to do this part, but I've done this so many times where I'm able to just use my hand and go around the edges of my head. Basically, you want to focus on getting any excess hair on your neck as well, and try to just trim as much as you can back there. But worst comes to worst, I would just say ask a friend or one of your siblings or someone you know to kind of help out with the back and clean up any edges that you missed. Lastly, for step 5, you are going to just trim the edges or tips of your hair. So what you're going to do is take your other hand and your pair of scissors, and you're going to use your index finger and middle finger to kind of pull your hair, and then you'll use the scissors to kind of even out any excess hair that's sticking out around your head. This part again is all up to your preference. So as you can tell from my hair is really wavy and curly, especially around the tips. So basically what I like to do is just try to even out any loose or longer hairs around my head. Basically, I kind of like the waves and curls, so I just like to keep it a little longer than normal. But yeah, just kind of go around your head and see what really stands out to you and just try to trim up as much as you can. So one last tip that I have for you guys is just to not go overboard with your trimming. I think sometimes when you are trimming your hair, you kind of see so many things out of place that you don't like, but from kind of a third point of view or someone else's point of view, it doesn't look that bad. So basically what I suggest is to not overdo it, and at the end of the day, if something is longer than normal and if you think it bothers you, it might not actually look that bad. So you can just leave it be, and then the next time you get a haircut, your hairstylist or barber will let you know how it actually looks. So this last part is completely optional, and basically I will just take my razor and we'll go around the back of my neck just to clean up any loose hairs that are still there that I missed from my hair clippers. Like I said, this is optional, you don't have to do it, but in my opinion, it's so much cleaner and neater when you have a clean neck, so just keep that in mind when you are trimming your hair. So I just wanted to give you guys a little before and after shot of the hair trimming that I just did. So on the left you can see the before, the right is the after. The right side, it's a little cleaner. For the back part, I'm now looking at this while I edit, I probably could have cleaned it up a little bit better, but yeah, in my opinion, the right side just looks so much cleaner than the left side. So there you guys have it. That is how you trim your hair on your own at home. Starting out, I would highly suggest that you focus on one of the key areas that I mentioned earlier in this video, and then gradually, as you get more practice, you'll be able to expand and focus on some of the other key areas as well. If you enjoyed this video and found this video helpful, it would mean the world to me if you hit the like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all of my future videos that I post. You can also find me on some of my other social media pages at mbweezy, which I will list right here. I appreciate you guys for tuning in today, and until next time, I'll see you soon. Peace!